We won't. And welcome, everyone. Welcome, guys and gals, to another fantastic surgery. I am your head physician for this particular endeavor, Dr. John Wolfenstein. Do apologize for the delay, but some technical difficulties that were out of our control have delayed us, unfortunately.
Yeah, the cadaver refused to stay still, so we had to beat him down.
Wait.
I mean, at least this isn't that really shitty movie Reanimator, so...
Neurospasms, am I right, guys?
Query's assistant.
And Mr. Whitehill, I believe you had something to say.
Did I?
You said you had something for the sponsors.
You had a script ready.
No, I didn't. No, not for the sponsors. I fucking just shared stream and servers, motherfucker. That's what I said.
Oh.
We had the recap. We had the recap. That's what it was.
I too had the recap.
If you need me to do sponsors, I can do sponsors. That's like
Nope.
I have a sponsor.
You
Me.
I mean...
Buy my shit in my store. Please.
I'm about to say, you can know what the sponsors are. I'll just fuck with it.
Follow Stars on Etsy.
Exactly. Please do. And for those of you who are keeping track, welcome to the Harper region. This is the new skin. It looks so very pretty, doesn't it? This is what it looks like when you've logged onto a page. You are welcome to see mine. I am Mr. Ryo Netagawa here on Harper region. And I do contain... I do currently have 4 characters. Yes, one of my characters has died. Lucas. I do miss him still. Yep, he got caught up in a firestorm, knocked unconscious by a shift tree, and left to burn to death. And all of the Pokemon who were in the Pokeballs that they had were all burned alive as well. Death by melted Pokeball.
That's some dog shit. Anyway.
It is.
Wait,
it is
up,
really...
doesn't malfunction. Wait, hold up. They don't have a safety catch for that shit?
No. It melts.
In medieval times, hell.
But this is my second character, Mr. Walter McGinty. He is a standard rogue, not one of your order rogues. He's not one of the cool guys, but he's got a pretty fun team so far. And yeah, we will be every once in a while I will show you guys something awesome about Harper every stream, so hopefully you guys are impressed and want to go see it. Of course, don't forget about our friends over at Tri-Peak Goods. The Bearded Bard is still a fantastic person and still does fantastic work, so I do still always recommend going to his shop. And Fallen Star Art is here, as the Fallen Star artist is one of my own very players.
Indeed.
What's your next big convention, Emil?
It's gonna be Anime Minneapolis, but I am trying out for Anime Detour. It's just that their sign-up is really weird. You're not gonna find out if you got a table until December.
Well, there you go. Here's hoping you get a table, and here's hoping that, you know, things go your way. And there is a Laura who has food.
Oh, I love the flannel. It looks comfy, cozy. The cat we have is on my sweater, so I have to wait till he's off the sweater.
It looks good in anything.
Agreed. But, as for other announcements, everybody, if you are not already aware, there is new Hell of a Boss and Has Been Hotel merch from Vivzy. Her Halloween gear has just dropped.
If you said episodes, I was gonna just bounce. I'm kidding.
I mean, I wouldn't blame you. I mean, I might cancel this session just to go watch a new episode of Hell of a Boss.
Bro, the episodes are like 20 minutes. Don't cancel a 3-hour stream. Watch it with us.
I mean, I can do that too. But anyway.
Yeah.
And then we can do that for stream. We can watch, you know, Hell of a Boss on stream with our lovely audience. But when last we left off on the Seas of Vodari, our heroes, big fat question mark.
Even though
rather heroic, I'd say.
Hey, you know what they say? Good things come in small packages.
Yes, but good things do not a hero make.
All right, tomato, potato. You know what I'm saying? Both the same thing practically.
Those are
They
two
have the
different
same amount of
fruits.
O's. They have the same amount of O's.
They don't, though. But anyway.
Made up.
They actually
You know.
do. They do. They do.
Anyway,
But
our heroes.
our privateers. Our privateers. Yeah, that's an accurate title for you. Have landed in Gemnackle and are getting to work in order to thwart the assassination attempt of Pip Cogsgroove, one of the 4 guild heads. She's the head of which guild, Emil?
Oh.
Come on,
I
you know
think
it.
it was a Tinker's
I know
one,
it.
though.
You are correct. It is the Tinker's
shit,
Guild.
you didn't even need my notes. Hell yeah, bitches. Look at me go. Got good memory.
Did you just ask what bitches, Laura?
Britches.
Oh, britches. Oh,
When I
okay.
think of britches.
I was gonna ask. I was gonna say, wow.
Even
I'm
I
sure
know
there's.
what
I'm
bitches
sure there's some women who watch our show, and if you watch our show, you're not bitches. If you don't watch our show, maybe you are a bitch. But you know,
Bitches is secluded to a term of endearment.
Indeed.
I mean, but anyway,
No one insults somebody by calling them a bitch. They clearly call them a cunt. Let's be honest.
and demonetized.
It is my job solely.
Only the first 3 minutes they ever watch.
Anyway,
But with arriving in Gemnackle, they quickly found the underground element known as the Bully Boys. Excuse me, Bowery Boys is something very different. Because
The Ram Gang.
Yep,
the battering rams.
yep, the
Battering
battering rams.
There you go.
But they met with their current branch head here in Gemnackle, what was his name, Xavier?
Gosh. Ani or something. There was a guy named Ani or something like that.
I could
I know
tell
it's
you how
Bill.
large he was. I could tell you his race. I
know
could tell you what I
there's Bill.
drank that night.
I know there's Bill. Bill's my boy.
Yep.
Fuck was his name?
He was a Goliath.
Was
I
it
He
know
was
Johnny
slightly
Depp?
larger than the average Goliath.
Awesome.
I remember
All
every.
his couples
I remember
twice.
every fucking detail about him except the name.
Artie.
Honestly, that's a mood.
Artie.
Artie.
Yep.
I know that he had fucking lines going across. All the prices were jacked up. The man
hit
had
on
a
your
fucking
captain for a
double
hot
the
second.
desk so that the money could go there. I remember every fucking detail of that conversation except the man's name.
Yep. It's hilarious to watch you guys squirm sometimes.
No,
Yeah.
I just was looking through here, but then I just said the answer without even seeing the notes.
It's Artie, and then there's our boy Bill. That doesn't even.
My only
doesn't
thought was,
know
like-
what the
Gotta get Sal to squirm. I want you to.
To be fair, my whole the picture that came in my head was Arthur from PBS Kids, and I'm like, why the fuck would I think about that?
I mean, you know.
It's Artie. It's Artie.
And I
That's
say,
why.
hey, what a wonderful kind of day.
God, I haven't listened to that song since I had ran Anime Time Fun Time
The
in
reason
college.
why.
Stop the
Let's say-
assassination.
But
let's be honest, it's all about Artie. You know what I'm saying?
but
Artie, the
with that,
capybara that wears glasses.
shh.
Middle school,
Anyway,
I think.
as our party went about, 2 of our party members, Reeve and of course, oh my God,
do
I
it.
am
You
missing
can do
her
it.
name, Nyafta.
There we go.
Oh, wait, hold on. You're making fun of our lack of memorizing names, but you can't remember them?
Okay, in my defense, who here's running 12 games a week?
Me?
Not
The
even.
last time
No.
we heard Marty's name was 2 weeks ago.
It's the last time I've heard Niafta's name. But anyway.
Anyway,
Then we're on even footing, right?
anyway,
No.
even Yafta.
But Revan Yafta went and discovered that there is a protest, or was a protest going on, to show that the people of Gemnackle want better pay for their working conditions. After all, they have to often be the test subjects of many of the questionable, sometimes world-altering experiments that come out of Zolen. Or Zoleni, excuse me.
You're the proletariat rising, baby.
Free the people!
They're not slaves. They're free workers. That's why they get to protest. Come on now.
I'm about to say, it's not quite free if they don't have much of a choice when they're bidding for jobs, are they?
Who says they're bidding for jobs? What do you know of their... You know
Are they-
nothing.
Are they not?
No?
That's what it used to be.
Anyway,
That was the comments that I was going on. Sorry. History. My bad.
History of the real world is not history of a fantasy world. Keep that in mind.
proletariat rising, basically.
It triggered my brain into real history. My bad.
Yep, it's okay. We forgive you for your temporary insanity and your disassociation with the real world.
Aren't we
But-
all?
Come together.
As Niafta and Reeve gathered some information, they learned that Miss Zinnia Reese is the quote-unquote chief logistics officer of Lower Gemnackle. She coordinates the people of the lower district so that the upper city can function smoothly, thus keeping Zolen, in general, rolling through its current age of expansion. The union boss is Malcolm Furus. He is a human. He has a very loud, aggressive voice, clamoring for more and better benefits for the workers, especially those in more hazardous roles.
Wait, wasn't he missing an arm too?
He is not. No.
Who's missing an arm?
That's the protester.
Oh. No, wait. Yes, Malcolm is indeed missing an arm. Sorry.
I was like, wait a minute. The person who was protesting was missing an arm. It
Yes.
was Malcolm. They made a joke about Malcolm X. Yada yada yada.
The mayor of Gemnackle, Gulkis, is nowhere to be seen, as he apparently lives on the upper. He's living in Upper Gemnackle.
What pussy?
But with the discovery that the people here want better, with the discovery of the battering rams and what they contribute and what they are after, and after negotiating a price to do the job, the big one, on the Black Hand, you now have a plan that will be enacted tomorrow night, when the Black Hand is supposed to arrive in town, a couple days ahead of Guild Head Pip.
As good as Absent should. Fucking hell.
Mm-hmm.
I do have a couple of questions. I remember specifically that we didn't talk about it. I just remember a whole bunch of... We would talk about it in the morning, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because we kind of got... Because me and Xavier got in late.
You were.
And I don't think I could stand.
Correct. You could not.
I'm planning that when I wake up, I'm probably still kind of
buzzed.
in it.
You are hungover as fuck at the very least.
I would guess that I'd be buzzed and on the verge of a hangover. And knowing this, I'd want to get more booze in me so I can get the hangover over with when I sleep.
Mm-hmm.
As any
DM.
proper drunk.
Yes.
I just have a quick question. Where would I find the freezing sphere spell?
Oh,
In
this.
which of the Vodari books?
I believe.
Oh, they had one.
I believe it's in the base one.
So, first one,
Oh,
thank you.
the aquatic orb, whatever it's called.
No,
When you
no.
deal
Freezing
cold
sphere.
damage. Do I not get that?
It's a ball. It's a ball spell.
I like balls.
Doesn't surprise
I know.
me. Let's see. Let me make sure I'm telling you correctly.
Wait, hold up. What level spell is it? Is it a first, second?
Hi.
I'm
Can't be a
gone
third.
for 5 minutes, and Cell's drunk.
He was drunk. He was drunk last time.
Cell's drunk.
Oh.
Xavier's gambling. Reed's gambling with Xavier, and Niafu is nowhere.
Okay.
No.
Okay,
No, I
it's
was
in
with
the.
Reed.
It's in the PH. It's in the PHB. Found it.
Yep.
No. Vex, what happened was, you got us a shelter for the tavern, right?
I believe that was
Oh.
my tasked assignment, considering I wasn't here last time.
And so Cell and Xavier went out and tried to like blend in, did a horrible job in trying to figure out what was going on, but still gambled and did a bunch of probably illegal shit.
And surprisingly found the hitman, the assassin hired.
Then we put out a hit on the hitman that was hitting the hitman that was hitting the person that we wanted to kill. Not to be killed. And then...
No, she still has a hit on her.
Right, but if she's dead, it doesn't matter. But if the person who's trying to put the hit out, it doesn't matter, right?
Correct.
As long as it's not more.
Exactly.
Hold up. Unless there's more hits.
Sorry,
Okay,
even chocolate, and then the
okay.
cat came into the room.
Okay, we're not gonna go into the rabbit hole of multiple hits on multiple people, okay?
Point
Hey,
remain.
look, an open hit is very different.
Point remains.
I hope y'all
Either
saw
way-
Cricket. I tried to show him off to the camera, but he wasn't having a good time.
So Reeve and Niafta went out to try and also pick up where that whole information would be and found a picketing
Where
group
she's- Yeah.
Yeah.
that were up against the fact that their conditions were really poor. People that were working in the mines were really bad. Yeah. You get the point. They made friends with the head individual and tried to talk to the mayor, but that didn't work. And we all went back to the tavern. Sal got really fucked up because they asked for the finest booze, and they got some black sludge that they had
called
a
it the
taste
Ram.
of, and we don't talk about it.
We don't talk about Ram.
But moving on.
They got challenged to drink, so they drank.
As
Drinking is not the correct adjective.
as we move on, what we focus in on is a little earlier in the evening. With Valor, you were told to head to secure lodgings. There's only one inn in town. It is known as the Overlook. Overlook Keep. That is the wrong one. The Skyward Inn. There it is.
I did also put that Sal gave Valor his hat, so he is officially captain at the moment.
Yeah.
That is true. You were given Cell's hat for now. And you are headed to the Skyward Inn, Mr. Vex. Which is the only inn in Gemnackle, but it is massive. So you head there. The building is very large, very, very spacious, very ritzy, as it were.
On the way there, have I been getting awkward looks?
Yes.
You got a big old hat.
I got a
It's
big old
because of
hat
the
and I
hat.
don't have legs!
Oh, it's just because of the hat.
So
No, it's because of the hat. No, they're normal to having people with not legs.
Please.
So as for what's being seen and what's, what's being
People not.
viewed, also what's being judged. No, you're not getting any particular looks for your
Hat.
hat. Not anything in particular. You are, however,
The other 8 feet.
you are, however, gathering some looks because you are moving through with the hat, the being a big snick, and being a newcomer. So some people are curious. Most people don't mind it, but some people are curious. And as you walk into the establishment, I will play a new set of music and turn this other set down.
That's
Why?
seductive shit.
Why is the new set of music called The Gates of Hell?
Because it's just really nice music.
Also, why is it
Listen.
seductive?
Because it's really nice music.
It's also says salty air.
But anyway.
Well, that's the mix.
I'm all
So-
here for the salty air.
Are you here for Chef's big salty chocolate balls?
Damn right.
Wait, hold
I also have, just to prove it, I have with me a chocolate bar.
Well, I'm trying to say the salty air ain't that special. It actually gets really frustrating
I
after a
come
while.
into the tavern and instead of looking around, I immediately try to locate the innkeeper.
You do find them. They are a dwarf, and they are behind a counter. The dwarf in question is fairly dark-skinned, not what you would call black, but what you would call burnt tan. And he is bald, aside from a very gray and soot black beard that he has kept fairly trimmed, all things considered, despite the fact that it is long and it reaches his belt buckle. It is neat and tidy.
Captain Ballard?
I mean, anyway.
Much love.
Uh,
Much love.
but
Anyways, I sliver over to the innkeeper.
he kind of looks up at you. Welcome to the Skyward Inn. How can I help you tonight?
I'd like a set of rooms for myself and, looking up the hat, my crewmates.
How many rooms are you looking for this evening?
Okay, let's see. How do I want to do this? Yeah, just probably gonna need a room by yourself because we don't have any other female companions.
Actually, I really think we did have 3 last session.
3?
My retroactive memory says so, yeah.
To which he nods. Very good. You're looking for 3. How long you planning on staying?
Can't say for certain. We'll go for one night at a time, say.
He kind of strokes his beard, frowning. Very well. He then pulls out 3 keys. They are gold-plated keys. Very intricate looking. Like, they are the most complicated looking fucking keys you have ever seen.
I'm loving it.
Did you craft these keys yourself?
No, I'm not blessed like the most of my kind in the crafting department.
That's some racist shit.
Is that what he said?
I am administrative at best.
Because, assuming every dwarf is a craftsman. That's how.
Technically, that's speciesist.
He's a dwarf. It's not a very bad
I'm gonna say it is literally classified as racial. So, yeah.
Potato, continue.
Tomato, tomato.
Anyways, how much do I owe for one night at a time?
3 rooms. We'll call it 3 gold.
I will hand him 3 gold and then kind of make a mental note that Cell owes me 3 gold.
Gold has already been
Cell owes you nothing.
You already
ship.
subtracted it from my sheet?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Yep. The cost also gives you access to the lifts outside. That way you can reach the upper city and take part in the shopping and the experience of Gemnackle. I wouldn't recommend traveling too much down here. It's unsavory at the best of times.
That's rather kind of you to say. But I kind of look down at my armor itself. I'm like, I feel like I can handle myself quite well.
He looks at you and nods. I believe you could. Now, if there's anything else...
No, that should be all for now. I take the 3 keys and I go up, and once I kind of designate which room Stella is going to be sleeping in, I go over, unlock the door, take off his hat and hang it up before leaving and locking the door.
As
Left
you...
his hat unsupervised.
Yes.
Hey, look,
Inside
it's
room.
locked in a room. Hey, look, it's locked in a room. That's good enough for me. I don't see that hat again. If I don't see that hat again, I'm shooting the first person that was responsible.
The ball moves how it wants. The ball's gonna steal your hat.
The ball wants that hat. The ball. I just
Hidden
don't want
bed
that.
mimic.
I prefer my tri hat. Fuck your captain's hat. I like my hat.
Anyway.
As you all... as you get there, do you do anything else?
I kind of keep the keys on me until I meet up with my party again, but I would actually like to go up the lift and explore the upper city.
Fantastic. As you head up to the upper city, well, actually, as you go out to the lift, I will change the music. And there is one other sound I want to look for. Here it goes. This whole place kind of sounds like this as well. There we go.
Now, to be quite frank, these keys are gold-plated, so they look valuable, right?
No, they're gold-plated, so yeah, they kind of look,
They look valuable, intricate, and whatnot. Instead of like keeping them on my belt, I'm actually going to tie them on a little piece of board and put them underneath my breastplate.
No worries. They do actually look intricate, not from the fact that they're gold-plated, but just purely from the fact that there are 4... So the key has a handle. The key head is split into 4 sections. Each 4 sections has a set of notches, grooves, and divots that is completely unique to that prong of the key head. And all of them seem to fit very particularly and very strangely. You get the feeling that these locks are going to be nigh impossible to pick without extreme skill or very specialized equipment.
Probably, yes. But I don't go around picking locks, so...
You can guess that from just the fact of what you're looking at here.
I was like looking at the key, I'm like, well, damn.
And the thoughts that he would have.
Indeed. It also explains... it also explains why the rooms are so expensive. Because a gold piece a night is insane for most normal people. Because remember, gold pieces are like weeks and months worth of wages, depending on your job.
Yeah.
So,
You mean a crown?
correct, a crown. So, getting paid in crowns and paying crowns is not exactly small potatoes. So the question is why the fuck are you paying crowns? And, well, you have some idea why. Because it's to make up for the cost of the very impressive place.
It's impressive. The security is rather nice. They also have access to lifts outside.
Well, the lifts are available without visiting this particular establishment. However, the cost of a lift is included in the cost of the room, and showing your key is enough to get you access onto the lift. And so with that, as you get up and explore the top of Gemnackle, much like below, this place is hustling and bustling, and it is filled with mechanical marvels that you've never seen before. But everything around here looks to be new and kind of pristine, whereas below it looks to be like the more rugged, rough and tumble kind of setting.
Why do I keep envisioning the place setting from Arcane?
It's not a bad comparison, but a more accurate comparison would be the capital, the main city from from Jak and Daxter 2.
Oh, shucks. Did Dr. Wolfenstein watch Arcane yet?
No.
Rough. You need to. I guarantee it.
I get the Jak and Daxter reference. That
is also good. But
Yes.
But
both are good.
Anyway. So where are you going, Valor?
Well, I'm up here. I may as well kind of browse different shops for various pieces of equipment that would probably suit the needs that I would need in order to survive this rather pre-war torn province.
Roll a investigation check.
Why do I have a badge turned on?
You don't.
No, he does, because the other one is grayed out.
Does he have?
Yeah.
Does he have advantage on this?
No,
I do not.
but
But it was an 18 name.
yes. So, with that being said, as you look around, there are 4 or 5 shops that would stick out to you. The first 2 of which are very clear. One is called the Sky High Equipment Rack. The other is known as Zoleni's Mechanical Marvels of War. The third one is called the Gemnackle Gem Emporium.
sounds fancy.
And the final one is called Gemnackle Robotics. You have no idea what the word robotics means.
Okay, well, considering I don't know what robotics means, that one piques my interest the most, so I'm gonna go there.
As you walk in, you hear a mechanical as you enter, and you look up and see a mechanical chicken acting as the door chime.
That's interesting.
And as you enter, you see a very rotund man He is round. To put it simply, he is very round.
This shop is sponsored by eggs.
He is a... Hilariously enough, he's actually a half-orc. But he has a wild, out-of-control red mustache.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
And he looks at you. Welcome to Gymnacal Robotics.
Hold on a
Yeah, you
second.
can't draw that right now. You're drawing something else.
Hold on a second. Out of control mustache. Round. Is he bald?
No, actually, he's got very thinning hair, but he's not bald.
It's
Right.
Dr. Ortoknik.
He has a very small, like, tuft of hair at the very top of his head.
Okay, so at least he's not completely bald yet, so I can't call him Dr. Eggman. Anyways, I go up to this guy and I'm looking at all his different pieces as I'm slithering up to his counter. And as I get to the counter, I'm like, what do you have for tail armor?
Tail armor? And he, like, pulls at one of the sides of his mustache and then hobbles, rather, around the side of the thing. I think I have something that might help. And he kind of looks back. Bunny! And you see a Herringon walk out from the back.
A what?
A what? Aaron?
Herringon, a bunny person.
Oh.
Look at his booty, he got that booty.
It's the... yeah.
This Herringon looks a little strange, though, as her left arm and both of her legs are made of metal and are made of some kind of prosthetic.
I look her up and down, but I say nothing. But internally, I'm thinking to myself,
Be hot.
no one forced her. That must have hurt.
She kind of looks. Yes, Doctor. Bring me that device I was fiddling with earlier. Oh, all right. And she kind of looks.
Her name's Lola Bunny.
No, her name is Bunny. That's her first name. She does.
Last name Lola.
Last
No.
name Hobbs? Buddy
No.
Hobbs?
Her last name is Rabot.
Damn.
Oh,
Buddy
okay.
Rabbit.
Rabbit. Rabbit.
Bunny Rabbit. Reboot.
But
Bunny Reboot.
she does come back a little bit later, and you see that there is a strange-looking device in her hand. And he kind of smiles. Ah, yes, that is exactly what I wanted. And he walks over and picks it up. This is something I've been tinkering with in my spare time. I call it to put it bluntly, I call it a superior cannon. Allow me to demonstrate. And he looks at a window, and then there's a little statue next to it, and he turns and hits a button, and you watch as go ahead and roll an Arcana check there, Valor. An Eldritch Blast has just emanated from this thing, and it smashes against the item he was aiming at and shatters it to pieces.
I'm not good with sound effects.
I will reverse engineer this. I have the techno.
He kind of smiles. a superior cannon, as you can see.
That is rather impressive.
Indeed. I am a genius, after all.
Quite
I
so.
love that.
I just have only one question. How much?
Oh, for this... 400 gold pieces sounds fair.
You kind of see, like, Valor's eyes kind of go wide and then wide and then completely razor thin. Oh,
Do we have that?
we do not.
No. We have 180 on the ship at most.
That is
It is a sad state, but we're planning on fixing it very slowly.
that is a very large amount.
Indeed. You're paying for quality work.
Well, I mean, clearly. I'm just, not. I
I can try this again after the guy's dead.
I want to point out this makes me very happy. Seeing Valor in this state.
I think my next question would be, how does this qualify as tail armor?
Ah, because it has two functions. May I? And he gestures to your tail.
It protects your tail by keeping people away.
If by all means, just don't cut it off.
Oh, I would never. And you see Bunny just kind of raise an eyebrow but say nothing. And he picks up the very end of your tail, and as he attaches it, you watch as all these little tiny mechanical arms come out and grab onto your tail. Very much think of Mewtwo in his canister with all these little arms as they snap onto your tail, and you watch as the cannon portion sinks into the shell, and you actually watch as an entirely new item is made. And soon you're left with a rattlesnake rattle at the end of your tail, made entirely of metal. And he smiles. Give your tail a good shake, my good sir.
Thunderwave.
Oh no.
Bitty.
Okay. I actually I kind of give he doesn't really kind of specify the kind of way he wants me to take it, so I kind of give it that swing and then stop below the ground.
So as you swing it, you can hear the rattles. And then as you bring your tail to a stop, you watch as a boom little bubble appears over you. And he smiles as he taps it. This is called Eldritch Shield.
Now I see why it's worth 400.
Indeed! You can change it with just a simple flick of your tail to either offensive or defensive capabilities.
He's gonna want that. He's gonna want that.
I already do.
I want it for him.
He don't got that kind of money.
I don't got that kind of money.
Vex, we don't got that kind of money. We don't got that kind of money. I will steal this for you if you want. I will fucking...
I look at the doctor and I'm like, you said you're tinkering with it, right?
Yes, unfortunately there is a fail rate.
Good to know.
I kind of think, you kind of seem like strong, kind of scratching his chin for a moment, and he's thinking. His ear gives a light twitch, and then he looks at the doctor and says, "Can I beta test it for you?"
You wish to field test my equipment? And why would you do that?
Would you believe me if I told you I'm an Ultra Discovery Paladin?
Actually, I would. As, Bunny here, and he gestures to her, she actually took a similar oath many a year ago, hence why she has agreed to be my assistant, and why she agreed to let me improve her parts.
Uh-oh.
I don't like the way he says it, but fair.
I
Beta
don't like
test
how
it,
he
bring
said
the-
that either.
Beta test it, bring the price down. If he doesn't, I'll steal that motherfucker for you.
But, you actually see as he kind of thinks, You wish to field test my equipment and give it actual combat experience?
Yes.
Well, I must say, I don't have many a chance these days. The Guild Master of Fuels is a right taskmaster, and has only ever wanted my guaranteed stuff, not my brilliance. Though there was that thing I helped him with back in Zoleni proper. I have to admit, some of my finest work. But
Are you on good terms with Mr. Pulse?
no. I left his employ when I told him that we could not guarantee the cooperation of the... Never mind. That is classified information.
Well, let's just say that I am also not on good terms with Mr. Fuels.
Are you looking to upset balances? Do I need to be concerned?
No. More like restore proper balance.
Do you think perhaps your restoring of balances would put you in the good graces of Cogsgroove?
That's the woman we're trying to protect. Just quick aside.
It would actually quite. It would also prevent the entire island from flooding.
I'm afraid I don't follow that.
The Orcana are trying to do it.
Oh!
Because,
Well.
Because of the pollutions that Fuels is putting into the ocean.
Roll a persuasion check with advantage. He kind of... Again, he just strokes... He's pulling and stroking at the same time one side of his massive mustache and just... I'll tell you what. And he walks over and pulls up a quill and parchment. You actually notice the quill is mechanical in nature. Like, nothing... Aside from himself... And you and Bunny's, the majority of Bunny's body right now, nothing organic is in here. You actually notice that his shop is made of metal, like thin sheets of metal that have been painted to look like wood. And he kind of begins to scribble out something. You watch as this pen is actually moving itself for him. And you actually, watch as it, every once in a while, when it gets to the end of a line, the tip of the pen retracts into the pen and then comes back out and starts writing again.
I know somebody who would love that pen. I'm thinking this to myself. It's like, I know somebody who would love that pen.
He eventually finishes drawing up this document and flips it around to you. A contract, then. So, this says that you will bring the Guildmaster of Fuels to a more calm state, so that way he is not demanding I mass produce my robotic creations.
Sorry, quick aside. That's Thundred, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
It also says that you will prevent my shop from having to relocate should the Orcana try to destroy this island.
My mission here is to...
He holds his hand up. I'm not done talking.
Yes, sir.
Shut up.
You watch as Bunny takes a step away from you. But he continues. Now, as I was saying, you agree to test and report your testing and your findings to me directly. I will give you the means with which to do so. And last but certainly not least, you will also put in a good word with the Guildmaster of Tinkers in order to get me full membership to the guild.
Holy shit.
That's a lot.
Take it. Take the deal. Take the
Shut up.
deal.
You do this, and I will let you have the, what I call the Dr. Robotics tail attachment.
It was a one letter away from the copyright.
It's actually several letters away.
That's several, yeah, but still, you know what I meant.
I kind of take the contract, and he sounds like he detailed it verbally very well, but I go through the contract.
Investigation.
So straight up, I didn't think this was going to be like a huge story plot point for Valor. So I haven't been taking any notes on this, aside from that he decided to go exploring and shopping. And now that this shit's happening, I'm like, God damn it! Now I have to remember what all this is and put it in the notes. Damn it!
So, I am streaming this, and I do have it saved in a playlist on YouTube, which I will put the link to the playlist, the Seas of Vodari playlist, in this episode after the stream.
I need to figure out which episode it was that Valor did the whole sea shanty song. I need to find that so I can save that and have it as my ringtone to embarrass them.
Hon.
Anyway.
What
do you get?
So, you do not find any fine print or anything you would object to. The contract does look verbatim as he described it. You also note that the pen seems to only be able to write one font and one style. So it would be very hard for him to sneak in fine print with a pen that cannot do so on the fly.
All right. It's like looking at the chat there. I'm like looking at it like I really wish I had telepathic abilities.
He seems pretty honest to me.
You're doing it without your lawyer present.
And then I kind of put my hand out for the pen, if I may. Or is this
of course! And he hands it over.
Lawyers present. Excuse you.
I take
One's for marketing.
I take the pen and I sign my name. But as I finish signing my name, before I give him the contract back, I kind of press my thumb into one of my fangs. And get a mixture of blood and venom before sealing it with a thumbprint.
You see him actually smile. How very interesting. Might I propose another deal? He says as you go. See, he had already signed it. And he had put a little stamp on it, which apparently the pen can also make a stamp.
Nice.
The stamp is in a very stylized R with a couple of, like, inside of, like, a block. Kind of looks like, almost like an R inside of a lightning bolt. But, as he sets the paper into a strange machine and cranks it with a crank, and you hear metal gears grinding, and you watch as these two metal slabs press together. But as he's doing this, he goes, "May I propose another exchange, if you would be so kind?"
I'm listening.
I offer a very special service to those in need, or those who want to improve their organic, he says with such disdain, bodies. As you can see, he gestures to Bunny. I am quite skilled at it.
What are you proposing?
Well, I would happily pay you for the ability to improve some of your features.
Which features specifically?
I could do your arms, your torso, your trunk, as it were. He gestures to the snake portion of you. I could even do your head, your eyes, or your fangs.
Thinking back to what kind of spurred this conversation, I'm like, let's do my fangs. You seemed intrigued about them. What were you thinking?
I was thinking of doing a little concoction. This way, please, to my surgery.
Oh no.
I'm
Oh.
looking up and I'm like Estoro, give me guidance here.
Roll a religion check. Actually, no. Yeah, roll a D100, actually.
Does God care? Let's see.
Does God
Oh, this is hold up. If he doesn't have level 11, then it's like what? Like what's the level? Is it level 11? Level 12? We're allowed to ask. If not, it's like a 1%.
Shush. You don't have any guidance, but he leads you into the back, and you can see that there is a metal slab table. And there are restraints and everything to keep a patient, strapped in. You can see that there's medical and other equipment that you've never even seen before. And he walks you over to a set of vials, or rather almost kind of like big jars that are bubbling away with some very bright looking concoctions in them. And he pulls up a set of mechanical looking teeth. I would put these within your face, to put it so bluntly. I would remove your old venom glands entirely, replace them with these store sacks, and give you a couple months worth of replacements. And, of course, I would let you pick the improvement. Poison is so basic, and so, honestly, many creatures are not affected by poisons, naturally speaking. I would allow you to pick from more potent materials. And he gestures. This glass contains liquid lightning, I call it. This contains acid, liquid flame. Of course, this is liquid nitrogen, which produces cold of an extreme nature. And
gosh, White, you're fucking
White is actually gone.
I think I'm scared, White.
You're thinking
No,
of
you're not. No, you're just giving me. I need to rob this guy blind. That's what I need to do.
I look at this
The
guy,
circle bits is not as important. You need to be able to
I look
plant
at all
it.
the vials, and I kind of look over at him, and I think for a moment. Have you tried mixing them together?
Oh no.
Unfortunately, the liquid nitrogen and the liquid fire, which I am calling, napalm, do not mix well.
You're gonna inject
Agent
people with
Orange,
napalm?
as it were. Agent Orange.
Shh! Shut up, the lot of you. But he kind of smiles. But the liquid lightning and one of these might do. Though I would have to. The infusion process would have to be. You can actually watch as he starts to mutter in a language you don't understand. I
don't speak Orcish.
As he begins to, contemplate, you then feel a kind of tug at your armor, and you look down and see Bunny.
Yes, Bunny. What can I do for you?
She, presses a finger to her lips and, gestures for you to come closer.
I lean in a little bit.
Be very careful, sugar. You never know what else he's going to add into you. And with that, she kind of pulls away.
Right. That's right.
Ow. That's fine.
Finger or two.
Hold up.
Just get rid of the fucking tail and add legs.
Right.
But you finally see him. I think I have it. I think I could actually, I could accomplish such a thing. If you were to pick one of these, I could infuse it into your natural venom glands and come up with a device to recharge you, so to speak.
so we ain't gonna be in gym knackle that long.
Maybe he will.
You know, there's 2 weeks surgery recovery.
Quiet,
It
please.
has to be done now, though. It could be done tonight.
But he kind of smiles. I would take a large sample of your natural venom, of course, but I would leave your venom sacs intact, though alter them to fill with these substances.
He's not gonna touch your cells.
Shh. That's hilarious, but
Black
shh.
and white horny. Calm down.
Hey, Laura, how much have you had to drink tonight?
Nothing! I haven't even started. This is
That,
just
that,
me.
that would explain it.
This is normal Laura.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
This is the real Laura.
I'm gonna leave this up to chance. I'm gonna say one. You said there's only 4 liquids, right?
Yes.
Nah, just fucking do it.
I'm gonna just say 1 is the liquid lightning, 2 is the acid, 3 is the napalm, and 4 is the liquid nitrogen.
All right, go ahead.
You want to go either nitrogen or lightning.
Shut up.
100%.
Oh, God. It's lightning.
Liquid lightning it is.
Phew.
Okay, so I look at him and say, make my venom shocking.
I will be happy to do just that. Of course, I do need you to sign something. And he hands you a contract, and it reads, you have agreed to undergo a patented Dr. Robotics custom surgery. This surgery, known as roboticizing, is capable of transforming dirty organic material into perfect robotic conditions. However, such side effects may include, and it literally just goes through and lists insanity, partial dementia, and the final one is, depending on the intensity of the surgery, it is possible that a fatality may occur.
Thank God I'm only getting dental.
It does continue to read, however, Dr. Robotic does agree to provide next of kin with potential payment. Depending on the intensity of the surgery, a payment of X amount of crowns will be paid to the test subject for their own use. The signator, the signator, the one who's signing, does agree to all conditions, extensions, and possible defects, and understands that this is a experimental process and they may need to come back for upgrades, modifications, or repairs. Only official repair work done by Dr. Robotic can be allowed or is allowed under penalty of fines.
Right? Like you're only getting your venom gland fixed, right?
Hey, Vex, don't come around and say I never asked for that. Because he specifically did.
But he smiles, and he attached is a more mundane pen. It's like on a clipboard.
Again,
Oh, a mundane pen.
this one, since he signed, since this one looks like this one was pre-made.
Yes.
And the contract that you read off seems like that was what I was reading as I was going through it. There doesn't sound like there's any fine print. Again, I will
Look it over.
I kind of look it over, but I'm not looking for anything specific because it sounds like it's verbatim, and this guy looks like he's a legitimate businessman and not trying to screw me over.
I mean, some of those words and phrases and characterizations are correct.
Anyways,
Careful with the bunny, real quick.
no, I understand, but I kind of look at him again and I say, is there any upkeep that I need to be aware of for the new dental implements?
Yes. Don't bite metal. Don't bite stone. And do not try to sink your fangs into anything robotic in nature, as it will likely chip, crack, or break. You should be able to get it through any skin or soft items, depending on the strength of the wood. Like, I wouldn't recommend you biting into hard ship oak, but perhaps soft palm logs might be a little easier.
Okay, so I can't bite through armor, and I can't bite through... would you say I'd be able to bite through scale?
Oh, yes, scales are fine. Anything you could bite through now, you could bite through with these. However, no, there is no risk of breaking them on a sturdier target. You would also be able to sink your fang somewhat into bone without chipping it too badly.
I'll keep that in mind.
Bone is softer than stone and metal, after all.
That is true. Then I kind of look at my oath and I'm like, very well.
The other thing is that I will be giving you these, and he holds up a little vial. You will need to replenish your stores of liquid lightning. While your poison will work effectively, I will make sure to leave your natural processes intact. However, while that may be the case, you also need to understand that these little canisters will have to be used to replace the liquid lightning. You will get, I would call 10 uses in each canister before you would have to replenish. I will give you 5 canisters for when you leave, and you will have 10 to use naturally speaking.
You already comes loaded in with a canister, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
So he gives
Got a
me
big old face cast.
He's giving me 60 uses, and you mentioned developing a system to recharge it naturally.
Well, the venom can be recharged naturally unless you wish me to put a liquid lightning manufacturing apparatus within you.
Oh.
I'll put that on the back burner for later.
Very well, if you decide that you like your upgrade, then by all means do come back and I will happily upgrade you further.
Congratulations, we're making Mechagodzilla.
Mecha Snake.
Don't worry, I'm only putting a taser in my face.
Only.
I want to point out, Godzilla
Wait,
Brent's game,
you're not gonna get
but
the
Mechagodzilla's in Brent's game.
All right.
Get the red
And then
And then I sign it again, and once again place the venom-infused blood thumbprint.
As soon as you have, and he smiles, Bunny, if you would be so kind while I get ready for surgery, and you feel a sharp jab in the small of your back, and you look around, and Bunny's hand is no longer a hand. It is a giant syringe with this neon green fluid that she is pouring into you. Like, hundreds of milligrams of this stuff. And you feel your body almost petrify in that it just completely goes rigid and still. And as you're slowly fading from consciousness, you watch as the doctor puts on a harness, which gives him 7 mechanical arms to kind of work with. And he looks to Bunny. Put him on the table and strap him in. We do not want his head to move during this procedure.
Damn, could just ask him to go on the table. You didn't have to do that.
And that's the last we heard of Valor.
As you're out, Valor, it's a drug-induced sleep. You don't hear anything, see anything, dream of anything. Eventually, though, you wake up. And you wake up and you are looking at the ceiling, though there is one problem. You are looking at the ceiling, but it is not the ceiling that you thought you'd be looking at. It's not this metal room. It's actually a stone ceiling. And as you kind of look around a little bit more, you realize you are in essentially what is it's about twice the size of your average broom closet. And all that it is there's a massive bed that takes up the whole space in here, and they've laid you in it. As you come to, you can hear mechanical gears and whirls and chirps, but that's coming from inside your own skull as you can feel the mechanical bits that have been placed inside you moving. Your teeth hurt a little bit.
I can imagine, like, he kind of two fangs out of my face and then replace them.
You also like feel around your mouth, and you can feel the stitchings and staples of surgery that has gone on.
Staples.
Okay, I'd like to try and get up and leave this room.
Roll a con save.
Okay, time to see if I can still relatively stand. Come on, Paladin.
You know, if I survive the Black Hand ordeal, I'm gonna treat myself with an eye upgrade.
You do not. You do not get up to a sitting position. You get your head to lift off the pillow. And as you do, you hear a clink, clock, click, clock, click, clock. And you watch as the door opens on its own, and you see Bunny. She kind of stands there. Ah, good, you're awake, sugar. The surgery was a success. This is gonna hurt. And she, again, instead of her right arm this time, her left arm changes into a needle, and it's a blue liquid in color, and she just stabs it into your trunk. And you feel... You feel a massive wave of something flow through your veins, and whoo, mama, as you shoot up to your feet, and do not feel the groggy after effects, but damn, did that actually hurt.
Okay, well, I'm going to assume that the green stuff was a paralytic, and anesthetic, and that was basically just caffeine.
We call it adrenaline.
That would be it.
It's a get up and go syrup, and it also will counteract the toxin that I stabbed you with earlier.
Ask for it. I want it.
Thankfully, Wait, no, hold on. I'm a paladin. I'm immune to poisons.
Yeah.
Yes and no. It's not a poison as you or nature would describe it. It is a high-strength knockout juice, we'll call it.
Tranquilizer.
Well, at least you're saying it in terms I can understand.
Well, I am used to working with morons, or talking to patients of Dr. Robotics that are less than intelligent.
I almost feel attacked by that, but thankfully I don't.
She shrugs. Come on this way, sugar. And she turns and walks away. And you can hear the mechanical whirring of her legs as you do so.
And I slither after her, making sure I have my hat and all my shit on me.
You do. It's all been neatly arranged outside of the recovery room. Everything is exactly as you left it. In all the pouches you've placed. It's just that your armor has been taken off of you in order for them to conduct the surgery. You have no idea why, but...
I mean, I go over to a mirror, actually, and look at myself to make sure that I'm still relatively intact.
There is no mirror.
There is no mirror?
Nope, there are no mirrors in here.
Well, after I'm out the room, I'm looking for a mirror.
You do not find one.
Reflects on a window or something.
I'll look at the reflection in the blade of my sword.
It's a little fuzzy, a little hard to see, but you keep your weapons in pretty good condition. You don't see any nicks, cuts, or surgery scars on your chest or anywhere other than your face. And your face...
is fucked up.
You look like a chipmunk.
Yeah, a little bit. There's a little bit of swelling going on. You can see kind of puffiness. Your fangs, however, are slightly like bronze colored and are mechanical in nature, and they retract and extend like your natural fangs would.
I think to myself, can I get rid of some of the swelling and cuts with a cast of lay on hands on my face?
You certainly can. It would take all of your pool to heal everything.
Well, it's a good thing I get it all back at the end of the next day.
You actually watch as you lay on hands and you kind of reduce the swelling, heal the cuts faster, and do all that. You actually watch as the staples seem to disintegrate harmlessly as your skin heals.
It's just like pouring 15 points of HP into my face, like.
You actually see his bunny. Well, that's mighty impressive. I can't do that no more.
Unfortunate. It's a
Indeed.
very-
It's a side effect of too much of the doctor's tinkering. Eventually, you start to lose your natural abilities or the abilities that you had, and you are limited to the abilities that you get.
That's why I'm alright with just this.
Let's come back for more.
She quickly pulls out a pink vial and tosses it to you. I'd drink that right now.
I hesitate for a moment, but then drink it.
As you drink it, you watch as your skin, for the first time, you sweat. For the first time ever, you are sweating. And you actually watch as this greenish liquid oozes out of your body.
Gross.
Having a blast.
You're welcome.
Dumb.
Is the green substance the same green substance that was injected before?
Correct. Although it looks more like a toxic or a more like a pollutant green than a toxic green.
So it's not
Kind of shake my head and kind of.
Much.
I shake my head and kind of quickly wipe my whatever skin off, and I'm like, that's gross.
Yeah, well, you're welcome. It's too late for me, but I could at least save you, darling.
It's thorough, thanks you.
She just shakes her head and walks out.
I put on my stuff and I walk out to the front of the counter. This thing is still attached to my tail, right?
Oh yeah.
I look over at the doctor if he's still there.
He is currently counting crowns.
Oh, I'm making. I kind of just quickly glance over at my coin purse.
Oh, yuck.
It's still there. But he smiles as he kind of glances. Ah, good, you're awake. I knew you would recover fairly quickly. It was really hard to keep you sedated, I must say.
Valor became bougie.
Blame the natural tolerance for.
Ha! Yes, well, that is the bane of your kind. But, at any rate, here! And he pulls up the bag of crowns.
You get paid for this. Because you were a test subject.
I grab the bag and I look at him and was like, how much is in here?
250 crowns.
My jaw drops to the fucking floor.
He kind of smiles.
It's out sludge from a mile away.
Half the price of that piece of machinery.
Well, yeah. But he kind of smiles. As of course I told you, you are being a test subject, testing Dr. Robotics' quality products.
Speaking
Quality
of,
is a
drink
strong
a
word.
copy of those 3 contracts I signed.
Indeed. And he actually pulls them out of this press-like machine and hands each one to you.
I am never telling Xavier about this place.
I'm gonna say if you tell Xavier or Sal has so many problems with this place. Xavier is super horny.
You know what?
It is two sides of the
I
spectrum.
mean, you're not
of
gonna stop me from looking after we finish the job.
But anyway, as you are handed the contracts, he smiles. Now, I will say that there is also this, and he pulls up a little tablet. It's a little machine. It's a little like plaque of metal, and on it is parchment. Although it looks very odd for parchment. It looks more like a very thin sheet of metal that he stretched and like made into parchment. At the end of every day that you use the enhancements that you have, as well as my excellent armor, and he gestures to your tail, you will write down what you used it for and how it held up in the conflict.
Let's just hope that will save my crewmates from a bar fight this evening. I might have to save my crewmates from a bar fight this evening.
Oh,
Unfortunate.
unfortunate.
Two of them are very heavy drinkers.
Well, it is getting very late, so I hope not.
3 are.
But I wish you the best of luck. Do come back if you require any maintenance. I will tell you if I have upgrades available for you, and of course, I will be paying you to test drive them, of course. Also, there is one other stipulation that you should be made aware of. I will know if anyone has tinkered with the materials, and any tinkering done will result in your augmentation no longer functioning.
I swear upon you that if anyone will be tinkering with it, be it maintenance-wise, not repair or upgrades or anything, it will be me.
Fantastic. I am glad to hear that. And as you are, as you guys shake hands, you see a Warforged who looks very odd. He is very small. He has a mustache for some reason. And he has 3 large spikes on his back. As he walks in, he is blue and black painted. And you see the doctor smile. Ah! Charles, welcome back. Did you fetch the ingredients and things I asked? And you hear the voice come out, very metallic-y. Here, doctor. And he sets it down on the counter. And you see a bag of groceries and other such things.
And also,
Charles the grocery bud.
He sent him for vegetables.
Excellent, excellent! And he pats the top of Charles. Now, do be a good sport and clean up the surgery. We have just finished a pretty minor process, but still, it needs a good sterile cleaning. Yes, doctor. And he just walks away.
I look over at the doctor and I'm making sure I have everything I need. I have the gold pouch, and I have the additional 5 vials, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Are they on a belt loop, or are they kind of like in a case?
They're in a case.
I kind of think to myself, I'm gonna keep this very safe. I fear what would happen if these were to break.
Nothing so horrible, just a minor explosion.
You should fear more of the fact that if I get my hands on them.
But
Should I be worried if my gunsmith were to get his hands on these?
on what? The vials? No, liquid lightning is something I sell to anyone.
Oh, well, in that case, I kind of close them up and I put them away and I bow my head and bid him adieu as I slither out and head back to the lift, back to the tavern, because he did say it was getting late.
Indeed.
Wait, hold up. Who was I bunking with? I remember there was like 3 rooms, right?
Yes.
I know I'm probably not bunking with Reeve and...
You're bunking with Valor.
I am bunking with Valor. Great.
Yup.
2 captains got to be together.
You get the no. He gets the bed. I get the floor.
There are 2 beds.
There are 2 beds.
I sleep on the floor.
2 beds.
I make
Say it
myself
like
into my
Phil
own
doesn't-
bed.
He sleeps on the... even though there's a bed on the other edge of the room.
I make my body into my own bed. Fuck off.
So,
It really does.
do we go back to the point where we're all
Indeed.
in the same room and discussing the thing? Okay.
Indeed. So as you return, you sit down and are discussing the plan of attack. Pip Cogsgroove is going to be here in 2 more nights. Your assassin is going to be here tomorrow.
Body and Bill will come here tomorrow night to get us.
Indeed.
Oh fuck, he's coming in tomorrow?
Yeah.
Fuck, I don't have a recovery day. This is horrible.
They're asking what happened to me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I look
Bronze
at them
teeth are kind of.
I look at them.
Still
and
kind of giggles and goes. Looks like a fucking chipmunk, dude.
I look at them and I just say honestly, I went to the dentist.
Nala.
What's a dentist?
First of all, yeah, there's not a lot.
That's not true. There's a dentist. It's just it's really high blooded or high priced. Not a lot of people go to dentists.
Again,
I would
that's
like
where
to
there are
take
not a
this
lot of
opportunity
dentists.
to literally like walk right up to Val, like angle him so he can't get away from me. Just kind of look at him, look at his teeth.
The thing is, mate, I would
Kind of
believe
fall
that you
into
went
him
to.
for a second.
I would believe that you went to the dentist, but your teeth literally changed color.
I grab onto his shoulders, just kind of like 'cause I'm like unable to stand up correctly.
You look like you tried to eat a jellyfish, and then it started stinging you. You didn't know how to swallow it, so it just kept stinging your mouth.
I just look at Valor as I'm hanging onto his shoulders now because I'm unable to stand by myself. Just
But I've been having a
just hope.
tooth like lately. Where is this dentist?
I literally go,
Upper City.
why?
Have we
Right.
mic'd? Apple is so fucking red in the camera. Holy shit.
Does this
Right,
hurt?
so-
As I like kind of poke I poke a fang real quick.
Can I?
You
can I
don't.
just-
I kind of warning you now. You don't want to do that.
Oh, I'm
Right.
just holding on, holding on.
I
Okay.
just pull Sal by the scruff. Sit down.
Thank you.
He's got funny teeth.
I know. Now shut the fuck up.
I can smell the alcohol from here.
You didn't even
You don't
drink
know the. You
Isn't
don't
this
know
when
the
you like
order of
licked
it.
that ram?
I licked
Right.
like a portion of it.
You
Right.
licked the ram?
it. You licked the rat. So
ram,
anyway,
ram.
anyway, loves, dearies. Black Hand's coming tomorrow.
What did I
Yeah.
miss? I'm gone for a day, and you guys are talking about black hands and assassins.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
It's been like
Yeah,
6 hours.
It's been like
Agreed.
6 hours, and me and Sel found, while gambling, found the guys the Black Hand hired to kill Pip.
Right.
Well, I made friends with them, and hired them to kill the Black Hand first.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're hiring the hitman to kill the assassin that is going after the head of the Tinkerers Guild?
And the thing is, if the
We paid double.
if the contract provider dies, they no longer have to uphold the contract, do they?
That
Also, apparently it's
Actually-
personal.
that actually tracks and makes sense. Xavier, can I talk to you later?
Right, yeah. I'm gonna be working all throughout the day tomorrow to prepare, but yeah, we just need to discuss the plan of attack now, because I'm gonna be very
Yeah.
fucking busy.
I said it's personal. Xavier. Oh God, why is there 4 of you?
Right. I kind of take out the keys and I look over at look over at Laura and I hand her a key. You got to review yourself.
Who's Laura?
Yep.
I look over at Neapter and hand her a key. You got to review yourself.
I look over at Xavier. I'm trusting you with this key, and this key is mine.
Okay.
Why
I'm just
wouldn't
kind
you
of
trust
sitting
me?
down.
Oh. Well,
It's for our reef.
Yeah, you're Reeve. You're rooming with Xavier. Sil, you're too
Like
drunk
always.
to let yourself.
Say that again.
Alright. Right. I do have a question now. How are we gonna do this?
Tomorrow?
Duh.
We'll do it tomorrow.
Preferably,
Right. We
we
need self-sober. Fuck.
Preferably, we probably should help the hitman go after the Black Hand in case that they,
Oh, we are obliged to go.
In which case, I'll put myself up the front, and since the rest of you guys are ranged attackers, I ask for your support.
I do have one request though, if you can. Knock him out.
I kind of, my tail kind of like slides up. The point looks like that rattlesnake. That shouldn't be a problem.
When
I
did
need
you
to have
become
a look.
another snake?
Yeah, but
God.
a lot of fucking things happen.
I'm not freaking out, right? Like, holy
No.
shit! As I kind of
Okay.
flop
Okay.
over onto here.
This is something we need to talk about after the fuck is dead. All right.
We talk about it now or tomorrow.
Okay. Sel.
Bedtime.
Sel. Bedtime. Speak another word. I'm gonna butt stock you in the face.
Why are you gonna remember the
Sell, take the key, go to the room, go to bed.
this one?
You keep an eye on him, and we need to have a talk about those things later.
That
It intrigues me.
I kind of like grab Cell by the front of his shirt and I start dragging him up the stairs. That was the intention of why I asked you to talk later.
This is. I'm sorry. This is like.
Right. Good night, everyone. Night in the after. Valor. Sel. You fucking get
Night.
sober.
Crying.
Reeve, you can go to sleep. I'm just gonna go over some notes and I'll join you.
Are you sure? Because we didn't really get to do anything together today.
Yeah, in the after?
No,
Give that a fuck.
Oh, are you gonna do something? What are you gonna do? I'm not gonna sleep right now. I mean, I could go to bed, but I'm kind of bored too.
Hey guys, you want to see my roommate?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
He is on stream.
Hi, roommate.
Oh, dude, digging your
Love the
fucking
stash.
mustache.
You're
Love
live
the
on
stash.
Twitch, baby!
Anyway,
Love the stash, dude. Anyway,
He does have a nice stash. It's like a handlebar stash.
right. Everyone go to your business. I'm
Slightly
just
not
gonna go over some
filtered.
notes and go to bed.
Before,
Okay.
like, after I get Cell to the bedroom and I basically throw him onto the bed where I hope he passes out immediately, I slither over to Xavier's room and knock on the door.
I think he's taking notes, so it's just me in there.
No, I'm not. I'm not taking. No, I'm in the room going over my encrypted journal that I have.
Oh, since you're doing that, Reeve goes and opens the door. Hi!
Hi, I have things I need to talk to Xavier about.
Do I have to leave the room?
No.
Okay. Hey,
so...
Xavier! He's for you!
I am literally 5 feet from you.
Yeah, it's for you!
I slither over to the desk that Xavier's sitting at and I hand him the 2 contracts. Look those over for me.
Read them over. Thoroughly.
investigation.
I'm pretty good with these, but Vala, do keep an eye out for anything you might or me have missed.
AKA, I'm asking for help.
Sure, I'll give you advantage.
He's either asking for your advantage or wink, 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 wink.
15.
I do have proficiency. Sadly, I'm
I
not.
don't.
So, you don't find anything suspicious. Like, everything appears to be written out.
It's above board.
Mm-hmm.
It's above board, but now I know where you went.
Well, I just didn't want Cell knowing where I went.
Oh, fair. Right, that's fair. This intrigues
You're
me.
gonna have a weird conversation with Sal before you pass out.
Rattlesnake,
It's
bronze
not a
teeth.
it's not a rattle.
Oh, I know. It's made of fucking metal.
I kind of like do a slight demonstration of the shield for Xavier.
Ooh.
Respectfully, Valor, and completely platonic to our relationship, I am erect.
Not because of you.
If that gets your juices flowing platonically, then you're probably going to not want to see what the other function does.
Please
Nothing
do
about
show me.
mechanics. Why'd you go in a place that does all that to you?
I was
Please
looking for
do
armor.
demonstrate. Please do demonstrate. I insist.
It's going to come through the eyes.
I look out the window and I kind of like. Is there fireworks going on?
No.
Do I need to open the window?
You might want to. I don't want to have to give up a deposit.
Open the window.
I fire out over the buildings.
So you watch as the poison spray that you've seen Valor create before.
Do it using the tail first.
He's using the
Using the tail first. Okay, so you flick your tail, and then you roll me a d20.
By the way, as soon as he did that, I just went behind the desk to get some cover in case shit blows.
Oh, you were
He's just
so
sitting on the
fucking close.
Bro, you rolled a 2.
Right.
And that one was an horrible whatever.
Right, that is still fucking fascinating. What did the teeth do?
How good are you with electricity?
Don't care much for it. Reeve is wreathed in
That's
it
nice.
almost completely.
Right. I use the poison spray out the window.
So you watch as the teeth, like you've seen him use his poison spray.
Yep.
Very much almost like a spitting cobra, and it's more like a cloud than a stream. But this time, this cloud is blue-green in color, and you can see little arcs of lightning moving through it.
Oh, I need to meet the man who did this to you.
I haven't tested out what it does when I bite people, though.
Well, you're gonna get the chance tomorrow, aren't you?
That was part of the agreement and part of the contract there.
Yeah, it was. Also, I need to meet this man, and I either need to rob him blind or have a serious talk with him.
Oh, by the way, I kind of pulled up the pouch at 250 gold. He paid me.
I definitely need to meet this man.
Are you
But
sure that's a good idea to have all those things attached to you? What
well,
if they all come apart?
then I have to go and get them repaired.
And also, if he teaches me to, I can do it on the go.
Oh, that was a stipulation. If anyone else besides him tinkers with it, they don't work anymore.
The thing, did you hear what I fucking said?
So you might have to talk.
He wants to do stuff.
Yeah,
to
that's
himself.
why I said if he teaches me to.
I do
If he teaches me to, I can do it.
I wish to warn you though.
one of his employees did warn me that there was a cost to getting too many.
Oh, I'm not looking for too many.
You
I
lose,
get it.
you lose your natural abilities.
I fucking got none, mate. It's all from skill.
Yeah,
I
you may lose that, and you may lose your inherent magic.
I mean, it's more of a bonus than anything. Never asked for it. Never asked for this.
But I did ask for these. He was very intrigued by my fangs.
Right. And the thing is, I'm getting fucking old. My eyes are not what they used to be. My way is to get a permanent replacement.
Yeah,
and I'm always I'm always using a patch.
But what if something goes wrong?
Then, well, there was a bunch of side effects that could happen.
Well,
I don't like something like that.
Well, I'm a gambler by nature, so fuck it.
Yeah, just go. He pays you to take part in it.
Yeah.
But I have to put in a good word with the Tinker's Guild heads for him. So,
well, coincidentally, that's the one who's saving. So
that is.
Pay.
And we also have to make sure that fuels is.
Oh, we have fucking Rufy called the head mate. Yeah, we do.
What?
We do have the letter that he wrote, don't we?
Oh yeah.
I don't know who has that.
Yeah, we do have proof.
We do
have proof. So,
oh yeah.
Yeah, but he requested that he was in a calm state, and I guess, like, logically, there is no calmer state than death.
Thank you.
You know, that is fair. I could probably do it. I mean, I'll kill you. I'll kill whoever you tell me to for the right price. But, mate, you know I'm a criminal. I'm not gonna downplay it with you.
I am well aware. You do not hide very well.
It was kind of obvious when we all signed up for this. You should have been well aware of it for a while.
It's wild. The biggest problem is
you also do not. You consistently try to eat people.
Yeah.
That's just a hobby for a not career. But anyway,
yes, but
you're the one who put enhancements on yourself. You not think you're strong enough with them?
The tail part comes off.
Yeah.
I literally grab the part of the tail and pop it off, assuming that it does that.
And your fangs?
Those are permanent.
Oh, but Vala, you need to give me some time with that fucking tail.
After you get permission from Dr. Robotic.
Fair. First, we have an assassination to do. And also, again, the favor I was going to ask, if you can, knock him the fuck out. I want to look him in the eyes when I kill him.
Don't we all?
Well, I'll try my best. No problem.
Actually, not at all on this end.
Yeah, for me, it's personal, you know.
Yeah, I'll do my best. He mentioned he was a Black Hand. I don't know. I'm just gonna
His moniker is the Black Hand.
Right, and that all said, I'm going to
go to bed. You need to wake up early.
That is the plan. I'ma go.
Good night, you magnificent mecha snake.
As Valor closes the door, he kind of looks to Xavier and he's like, "You're not really thinking of doing that to your body, are you?"
Not my body, just my eye.
I'm just nervous about stuff like that.
He'll live.
You're not
As
in
he
this
goes
fucking
out.
room.
As he walks out. Hello.
Yuck.
No, something about that doesn't feel right, you know?
Yeah, the thing is, I do one thing very well. I shoot guns at a distance. My eyesight goes, that goes.
And what if something were to fail? Then you'd lose all of that right from the gate. And I don't want that for you.
It's already going, Reef. I can learn with time to use other things. Yeah, there's always blunderbusses.
Whenever Valor walks back into the room.
Yeah, let's go get some sleep, Reef. I'm done with my notes as I close my book.
I don't want anything mechanical to happen to me.
Well,
Even if I
you
lose
won't.
a leg, I don't want that.
Right, let's go get some.
Anyways, I go back to my room.
Yeah, you go back to your room.
Valor, as you walk into your room, Cell is there.
Cell's just on the bed, just like, you want to lie to me, Valor, right?
I'm actually forbidden from lying, so no, I would not lie to you.
You promised.
I literally cannot lie to you.
But that's not you promising, though.
I'm physically incapable of lying. It is a physical impossibility. I cannot lie.
Shush. Too many words. You promise.
Yes.
Why'd you get your teeth fixed?
Cavities.
That's the truth.
Yes.
Doesn't even question it. Says,
He is so fucking wasted, I'm amazed he can string a sentence.
A second.
I'm not even gonna try for an insight check. I just.
does he have disadvantage on this?
Dude, he can't make an insight check.
Oh, okay.
I'm just straight it's not even a disadvantage thing, it's a he can't do it.
You have no common sense.
And after he passes out, I am immediately going back to his store, and I'm like,
And before I do pass out, I do want to go, why do you hate me?
Why do you hate me?
Whoa.
I don't hate you. You're just. And
Sure.
Oh, Lord.
And then I was like, please forgive me for lying about the teeth. I actually don't hate you.
And immediately after he's unconscious, forgive me.
Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned!
For the last time. Sorry, Daddy, I've been a bad boy.
You'll never catch Valor saying that.
No.
I have a suggestion spell with your name on it.
The challenge has been accepted.
Niafta,
Yes.
as you are getting ready to turn in for the night, you're there alone in your room. You hear a knock at your door. Very quiet, everyone else has already gone to sleep or is in a drunken stupor or something else, but you hear a
Okay, I'm going to approach slowly and just crack a little bit open and say, yes.
You see a pudgy gnome wearing a bowler hat and a kind of slick-looking suit, and he hands you a letter. Yeah, dollface, from some distant admirers.
Yeah, Dollface, you've been served.
Okay, I'm just gonna, clip the card between my fingers and say thanks and close my door, and I'm going to inspect this card later.
It simply reads, to Niafta.
Oh, that's me. Okay, so I sit on my bed and I'm just going to proceed to read the letter.
As you open the letter, it's actually, Dear Nyafta, a mutual acquaintance has thought that I possess knowledge that is useful to you. Please come to my office this evening at your earliest convenience. Sincerely, the...
She says Zambia. Oh no.
Sincerely, the, CLOLG.
Wow.
Chief Logistics Officer of Jamnackle. Oh no.
Of Lower Gymnackle.
The cold.
Of Lower It's the woman that fucking Kate doesn't want to be identified with.
Oh. Oh, well, that's splendid, but the thing is that she wants to see me this evening. Right now is evening. Is that today or tomorrow evening?
Yeah.
No, it's right now.
Oh,
At your
shoot.
earlier convenience.
Oh,
Get
You
dressed,
have the key
bitch.
to your room. You can go whenever.
Don't. Chat is like, don't do it, Nyafta. It's a trap.
I'll go. Because I'm curious and I'm bored.
I love that motivation. So as you leave, the guy is no longer there. You don't see him anywhere. You know where the office is. You've seen it earlier, and there are no lights on.
Okay. None?
No, none. Do you knock?
Wait, I guess I'm going to approach the door and just going to knock.
As you knock on the door, you hear a soft chime from inside, and the door opens, and you see a gnome woman standing there, kind of smiling.
Hi, I just received this letter. It might be from you, perhaps?
And, you see she smiles. Yes, darling, it is. Do come in. Allow me to introduce myself properly. I am Zinnia Reese, the Chief Logistics Officer of Lower Gemnackle, but you can call me Zinni.
Which is
A pleasure to meet you as well. Come in, come.
okay, so I enter.
As you enter, she closes the door behind you, and she walks with you, leading you to upstairs to her office. And you notice that there is a light on in here, but from the outside you couldn't see it. Despite the fact that earlier today you could see in this window just fine, but despite the fact that this room is well lit, there is no way to see outside.
Okay.
But she gestures to a couple of chairs by the fire. Please, sit. And she proceeds to get some finger sandwiches and tea and sets it all down on the table. Pouring you some tea, pouring herself some.
Thank you, ma'am. What is this information that you have for me?
A mutual friend of ours, one who has lent you a very interesting book, she says, kind of smiling, has alerted to me that you were looking into curses. Is that true?
It is. It is. It's been
Yikes.
coming through my family for many generations, and I've been trying to end it.
And your family is who, dear?
Wait, out of character. I haven't think of the last names. wait.
From
Um.
well, man.
Wait. Okay. Alright, back to character.
Okay.
My family is the descendants of the line of Urix,
Ah, yes, I know well of your family's curse. They approached me back, well, about a few short years before I became the logistics officer here. I told them then that I didn't have any information, but I would look into it, but alas, none of them have come back to see me. I was very hurt at first, but then I realized that they likely never said that I was going to help them in any way.
Many of my family members have given up on that quest and they're just decided to live their lives. But I'm still on it.
Indeed. Don't want to be what you are forever.
Well, it doesn't seem like a big of a deal, but it's certainly mentally torturing.
Indeed. As you get older, the whispers will start to come in. I have tracked your family's curse quite extensively. Just turning you into a demon, devilkin, was no small feat, but then to make you more devilish as you age, and then when you die, unfortunately, you're cast into the nine hells. So unfair.
Would that be the same fate for all my ancestors?
Indeed. Until the curse can be broken, they are bound to that fate.
I had no knowledge on that matter. I thought that we would just pass the obsession over the curse, but I didn't know that was hard.
Oh, your obsession is part of your bargain. The very first of your family kind of explained the whole of the deal to me. They made a contract with something they didn't understand in exchange for power, knowledge, etc., and the drive to find more. They would do pretty much anything. And so they damned their souls and the souls of all their descendants and all who follow in their blood, no matter how small it may be, to this curse. You went from being, well, elves to tieflings. And now your souls are bound to the nine hells and to the one holding your contract. But there is a way to stop it. I do know that.
I'm just now curious. How old are you?
Oh, I'm not that old, my dear. I am just that knowledgeable. The group you have approached, we share our knowledge. I am something of an expert in curses and demonic contracts.
I guess I'm very lucky that my story got to you.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you see that rapscallion again, do me a favor and slap him.
With all my strength, you may help me.
Good girl. Now,
Doesn't even deny it.
Uh-oh.
she gestures to a small little envelope on the table that you didn't see when you first sat down.
Okay.
That is the name of the person who can direct you to your next step. He is a tiefling himself. His name is Zibalba.
Zibalba. Sounds familiar.
It should.
It does.
He is currently living in, Scepter, I believe it is. It's on the island of Skull, or nearby the island of Skull.
We don't want to go there.
Okay.
Where's that?
No, you'll find out, and then you'll realize you don't want to go there.
Oops. Island of school. What?
Oh, it's in the pirate nations. No,
Yeah.
fuck no.
Okay.
That's what I said.
say. That's that.
At least we steal fairly. They don't.
That's a no-go for me, Buckaroo. Are we like in the lobby of the hotel place, or is it just NAFTA?
It's just
We are
NAFTA.
We're in our rooms. She's at the logistical office.
Mm-hmm.
And this is like early in the morning.
This is
No.
late at night.
Late night.
Oh, she's staying up. All right.
Mm-hmm. You will want to travel there. The reason for it is that is where he resides. But you will find him to be quite agreeable so long as you have something he wants. He is interested in all sorts of magical knickknacks. Something mundane or something quirky would be more than enough to satiate him.
Sounds about right. Perhaps this is the reason why my ancestors were collecting these runes, and I show her my necklace.
Ah, how very beautiful. It just might do.
Oh.
I mean,
might have to-
a rattlesnake cannon will probably also do the trick.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, that sounds too awesome too.
The Skull Island, I will warn you, is home to the pirate Queen Esmeralda. I will also warn you that Septir itself is home to many a bad people. But if you wish to move through the pirate nations without hindrance, I would head there first. After all, the League of Captains is the one who gives permission to fly through without any kind of trouble.
Oh, that would be very kind of you. But for now, I am put to a mission that we must finish first. And right after I finish with this, I'll be more than happy to come back to you and make some arrangements for that trip to happen.
Oh, you need not come back, darling. It's all in that envelope there.
Oh, phenomenal.
Take that envelope work order to any flag maker within the next 3 nations, Zavros, Zoleni, Tevara, or Arushi, and you will be able to have this particular flag made. It will allow you safe passage to Scepter, but nowhere else.
Oh, phenomenal. Is this time sensitive?
No, it can be fulfilled wherever. I have taken the liberty of making it so. I only ask one favor in return.
Absolutely.
Slap the shit on Cade.
Yeah.
Well, you have already agreed to my favor, so I need not remind you.
Yes.
Though, Nyafta, if I might ask, you came aboard a ship that landed in Hope. The Vessie's Mercy, I believe, is the repugnant name.
Yes.
Tell me, why have you come? Surely not to seek me out. You wouldn't have gotten my name from anyone.
No. We've been going through different crusades, missions if you may. It's just jobs, may say. My crew and I will be seeking for little jobs here and there, and I'm taking my personal quest as a side quest to that.
How noble of you.
Yeah. In the we're finding our crew in the middle of conflict that might exist between the people of Selene and the Orkana people.
Ah, yes, the blockade.
Well, it might have something to do with that. We're trying to work our ways around it.
I see. Very interesting, very interesting. I would offer you some advice.
Absolutely.
The Guildmaster of Fuels is strong, but he has people who could depose him in Zoleni proper. You are looking for Chief Executive Officer Richter Strike.
oh fuck me, I can't spell.
Chief Executive Officer Richter Strike.
CEO, Chief Executive Officer, CEO. Richter, Richter, strike.
Like strike, like Strike.
How the fuck was Richter?
No, rector.
It has a CH in it.
Richter.
Oh, Richter, oh, with K, okay. And strike, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Okay.
fucked me up, Xavier. That was you. I thought that.
Anyway,
You also fucked yourself.
No, I.
He-
Okay, no. I didn't.
shh. He is the right-hand man of the chief of the Guild of Fuels, but he does not believe in this expansionist war, nor does he believe in pissing off a race of people who have already once wiped life off of Zolen.
I understand. This information is very valuable. I appreciate you much.
You're very welcome, my dear. In exchange, if you should hear of any interesting curses or find the formula for any such things, I would appreciate it if you'd have them sent to me as soon as you are able.
Of course. I will.
And when you do finally break your family's curse, do tell me how it went.
Of course, I will do that too. I will be more than happy to come visit you after I'm done with that.
Oh, you're such a sweetling. And she sets her tea down, having drank the whole thing. You now watch as a imp materializes around her shoulders, and she just lightly pets the top of its head. Well, don't let me keep you any further. The night is not safe for a beautiful woman such as yourself.
I'll find myself back to my, how do you call it? My
Brew.
About
Quarters.
Okay.
Boots.
I will
A brute.
I will send Enzo and Bartok to escort you back home. Or, well, back to your rooms. Enzo is many things, but competent, at least in the short term, is something I could generously give him credit for. As for Bartok, no one expects an imp to sting them in the neck.
Of course.
Enzo is many things, but competent.
Oh.
Excuse me, I'm pretty sure Enzo is really important to the narrative and very strong.
But she does gesture to some of the finger sandwiches. But do eat something before you go, darling.
Don't do it.
Oh,
Don't you dare do it.
what? Would you mind me if I take them with me?
Not at all. And
Oh,
she gestures to Bartok, who gets a little wooden box from her desk, and he begins to fill it full of these finger sandwiches.
Lunchbox.
Tell us.
You little bento
Like,
box.
don't accept nothing from nobody.
You're sleeping. Fuck off.
But as you go to leave, she walks you downstairs, and you see that fat, pudgy gnome again. He's kind of sitting there in a suit with a big overcoat and a bowler hat, and he kind of, "Hey, Dollface, good to see you again."
thanks for the visit.
You see Zinni kind of smiles. "You're very welcome, darling. And do feel free to come back at any time. I would love to pick your brain about other things that you have learned or may see."
Absolutely.
Good evening.
Righty, so I head back.
As you walk, Enzo kind of keeps a few steps behind you. And he just, he doesn't say anything, but you can hear him, like, off-key whistling something. He pulls out a big, fat-looking cigar and lights it. It reeks to high heaven. It's not a good quality cigar. It actually smells like he's burning oily rags behind you.
Oh. Okay.
But he's just puffing away on it.
Well, I mean, if he likes it like that, maybe those cigar leaves are not properly dried, and that's why this maybe.
Or they're probably grown in fields where it is contaminated with lots of oil. Who knows?
Shit.
Yeah.
But you return to your rooms. He follows you in the whole time, but as soon as he gets to the front desk, you see the attendant. Enzo, I've warned you about those things in here. Put it out. And you watch as Enzo just, all right, I'm sorry. And he just takes it out of his mouth and puts it out in his hand.
Like
Fucking baller.
off it in his hand. Like,
Yeah, he like stamps it out. The burning end, he just stamps it out in the palm of his hand.
He just does this.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
He doesn't even compare to what what was it? Mr. Hyde did in Van Helsing. Just puts it out on his tongue and eats it.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway,
Fucking eat
I'll point out,
it.
But you return
Absolutely
you
not
return to your room just fine, Niafta. And Enzo, good night there, Dollface. And he turns and leaves. With that, the morning comes.
All right.
You all wake up. And you all meet downstairs because breakfast is served here. You are paying a high price, and so breakfast is, of course, served.
yep.
is there any alcohol served?
I suddenly light up a joint because it was from momentarily 420 here.
Sal literally goes, I need some form of substance, like right now, before I actually am useless. Please, somebody help.
There's
Get alcohol.
So, at breakfast, there is a dining room, and it is set beautifully. This is high class, upper class, all the way. The plates are made of bronze. The tableware is actual silver. The glasses are actual crystal. And the alcohol on choice is a white wine. There are old-fashioned, basically like soft-boiled eggs in that little egg container that you crack the shells and then have to dip your slices of bread. Yep, your slices of bread into. There is steak, there is ham, there is bacon, there is sausage. There is a blood pudding.
Nice.
The ocean, you gotta have fish.
There are several kinds of fish on offer. There's also scallops on offer.
Oh,
I'm just sitting there like, holy fuck, I haven't eaten better than... You know what's not important. What is important is to like cradle a bottle of wine and just like start sipping from the bottle.
Yeah,
You
right.
see Reeve returning from the little buffet area. He's holding a plate, and there's like a whole bunch of these like little
Fish.
sandwiches that,
Oh, okay.
like little sandwiches with the egg and salmon on top, like a salmon egg Benedict. And he sits down and he's like, "Look at this! Look at it! It's called a Benedict."
What?
Sal stops for a second, walks
I-
away
I-
with their bottle of wine to the bar.
I
And
don't
ask
know
for
what
a
that
prairie
is, but it
oyster.
looks tasty.
I have the feeling that both Sal and Xavier were like sipping, hear that, and simultaneously go.
I don't know what it is, but it looks really tasty. You
I
want
want
to
to
try
point
a
out, Sal's way
Benedict?
too slow. Sal's way too slow at this point to even like spit out what they're drinking. They're just like,
No, he does like the really audible. Oh, I can't
Yep.
do that loud.
so just goes,
Anyway,
Wait, I got a better one.
right.
yep,
Everyone.
and just gets
everyone.
up and walks over towards the bar.
Would you like to try a Benedict?
Alright, right. I'm already heating. I have some bacon. Fine.
Aw,
I'm going to.
I'm ordering a
yourself.
prairie oyster.
Okay, you can have one.
I'm gonna get
What's
a whole
a
bunch
prairie
of.
oyster?
Fantastic.
I'm gonna get a whole bunch of hard-boiled eggs and just eat them whole, because snakes.
Snake. Yeah.
And I
Alright.
also,
I'll point
I also don't know if I should try chewing on anything yet.
Right. So.
So, what's a prairie oyster?
It's a raw salt, pepper, hot sauce,
It's a wake
spicy
you up
sauce.
drink.
It's a fix me drink
Fix
with
me.
alcohol.
It's a wake you up drink.
So, like,
Anyway.
hangover, we don't drink.
Cell orders a
Right.
prairie oyster, downs it, comes back and like, I'm gonna need more alcohol for this because this is not gonna help.
Right. So it's tonight. I do have some suggestions.
Okay.
Of what we're doing.
Oh, we know where he's gonna be, right?
You have a map of everything?
I
Is that
don't
why
have
you
a
stayed up
fucking.
late?
I don't have a fucking map. The Rams are gonna get us.
Oh,
Artie and Bill are coming to get us and take us to it
what
because
time?
they know we're gonna. As soon as they get here, when they get here.
That's
tonight.
not helpful. Okay.
Okay. Do you want hitmen? By the way, I'm not talking loudly. I'm just talking so people hear. I am I'm being very discreet.
You're the only ones in here. I
Okay.
will say that. Aside from the wait staff, who are all women, all very attractive, and all pretending they don't see or hear anything, in that obvious, if we don't see it, we can't be in trouble. You're the only ones in here.
Right. Do you think hitman will go? All right, we'll be here at this exact time with this many people. To somebody they met the day of.
You're asking me that when we have, in fact, done that before.
I just
Brave.
squint as I'm
We're
like,
pretty punctual with things, just saying.
Rave, the
I
thing
split.
is, they normally don't tell you the time because it's something that someone has to announce to authorities. They can ambush you.
I mean, he's got a point.
I mean, we've been pretty punctual.
Stella just
with people.
squints, looks at
Anyway.
Xavier, starts downing half of the bottle of wine, just goes, how personal do you want it?
How personal do I want it? I want to shove my gun in his fucking mouth.
Which
Alright, we
gun?
meet him at the train station.
That's weird. Everyone kind of does it in the mouth. What about, like, up the nose? I think that'd be funny.
I guess
Xavier just gives you the most deadpan look he ever gave.
Reeve
I just
immediately, like, normally Reeve is stoic. He for once, like, literally shuts up and looks away.
Why
I
don't you just?
I just
like,
go, we follow him from the train station. If you want him personal.
I mean, again, like you want it personal, just strangle him.
Oh, I'm not that strong of a lad.
That is, oh man, that's the most personal it can get.
I know. I also have other ideas that my friend can help me with. Feed him to the Kraken.
I
The orb is, for some reason, on the table.
What do
I
you
hold out a
think?
dagger.
Wait, the what? The owner's on the table?
The orb is on the table. It was not there when you sat down.
Oh,
I just
I
look.
grab the orb.
I just look at the.
In
I
my
just look at the
pocket.
orb. I just look at the orb completely deadpan. You fancy hitman for dinner?
As you ask that question, Cell grabs it and puts it in his pocket. But you do hear in your head, Xavier, I fancy everything for dinner.
I
Swear to
reach
God,
into
if
my
you don't-
pocket. I reach into my pocket. Is it there?
Oh, yeah.
I reach into my pocket and pull it out. So, don't try it.
Xavier,
Stella's rubbing their temples right now, just like,
Xavier, can I see the ball?
Oh, you can see it.
May I? hold
which
the
one
ball?
is left or is right?
I mean, lightning.
I let you hold the ball.
I grab the ball and I kind of look at it. I'm like, are you evil?
Yes.
You don't hear the reply, but Xavier, in your head, you hear, I am above such foolish notions.
The brother says he's above full of shit.
That the answer is yes.
But anyway,
I kind of like, I want to try and like just toss it up and like wait for it to come down, only for it to be in Xavier's pocket.
No, you toss it up and it lands in your hands.
I
Doesn't
say,
work
hey,
like
hold
that.
on to that real quick, Valor. You're like, Valor, don't move. Like, look at it entirely the whole fucking time. I, like, drags Xavier to, like, the bathroom. I gotta go to the bathroom. Xavier, you gotta go to the bathroom too, right?
Gets goes to the bathroom. Doing this the whole time.
I have the wine bottle in my hand the whole time. I'm like, you might need this. Before you take a sip, I'm like, never mind, I need this.
So you arrive at the bathroom.
Do you want me to pull the ball out of my pocket?
No, I want you to leave it in your pocket or leave it with Valor or whatever. What the fuck is up?
This man has killed several of my crews. I want him dead. If the
I get it,
wants to eat him, it will.
but why not you do it?
Oh, I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna feed what remains of him to the Kraken.
But why give it more power, right? We're trying to keep it as low power as possible. Trying not to give it anything at all. I'd rather it not be here at all.
So,
Catch my drift?
I respect your opinion
You're not.
a lot of things.
I literally open up Xavier's pocket and scream into his pocket, like kind of scream into his pocket.
It's not there.
Like, just go. You get my point, right?
Shit.
So, I respect your opinion in a lot of things. But with all due respect, fuck off.
Hey,
Can I
look, you
just
fucked
leave
us
the
over.
Hey,
I
this
grab
thing-
him by his
this-
collar
this
before he
ball
goes down. I'm like, look, you fucked us over already by like
I'm already
involving
walking
us
away.
with this.
I'm
He
already
did
walking-
grab you. He did say that.
I grabbed the collar. If you want to shed the collar, then you can. But at that point,
This thing's about the size of a cannonball, right?
How about? It hasn't moved though.
Again, like I'm wondering, like if I put it inside the cannon on my tail, can I fire it?
The tail cannon does not have a port for you to put it in.
what is it, a 2-pounder?
So, what the fuck you want?
I need to know the truth. Like, what the...
What
One,
truth?
this is stupid.
Hmm?
I know I'm fucked up right now, but I understand that things aren't right. Okay?
Are you done?
You know, fuck you. I just push him to the side and walk out the door.
While they were in the bathroom, where you like
Good
started-
boy. Anyway,
Oh.
Go ahead, Reese.
Kind of like starts like sniffling a little bit and wiping the faint tears in his eyes. Is he?
Yeah, after you're the only one who sees this.
What do I see?
You see, Reeve has like a couple of tears falling down his face, and he's wiping them away.
Ooh. Okay. I'm just gonna hand him a handkerchief. Don't worry, Reeve. We'll just get this through. So you'll be alright, and nobody's gonna spook, okay?
I'm scared.
We should be. We're going to face something very dangerous, but it's nothing we haven't faced before. We'll be alright.
I was hoping I could relieve all the stress and tension, but when Xavier gets like this, I'm afraid he's gonna hurt a lot more than just one person.
Oh. Well, luckily that's gonna be our enemies. Really, that should be a good thing.
I'm just afraid he's gonna hurt more than just
fuck you, Vex.
Hey, what?
Don't worry about it.
I'm just afraid he's gonna hurt more than just anyone. He's been like this before.
Don't worry.
Oh, it's only within 2 seconds.
Shh.
Ooh.
But
As we come out of the bathroom, selling the fit. Xavier calm as a fucking just fit.
The
as a fit.
moment like they get back, Reeve quickly like wipes the tears and like straightens himself up and continues eating.
Well, I am back.
Yeah, you can. As soon as you apologize to Reed.
Oh, what? Okay. I'm just eating Benedict.
You were also crying. I may
No.
not really. I may not have seen it, but I definitely heard it.
Yes, that's just what we do.
Right. Apologize.
The ocean's all around us.
Apologize to the fish boy.
I agree.
I don't want you guys fighting.
And we should not. Redirect all your hatred and energies to the actual enemy when we get into battle. But for now, just, you do good to take a deep breath.
Yeah, White, you see that?
I can tell you to fuck off all I want. Anyway,
Not according to the rules. The rules that we wrote, right?
Anyway.
no, the rules that I wrote. Anyway.
Just know
Sorry.
I'm just as serious as killing Black Camp, okay?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
And
Hold on.
I'm
that
just not. I'm sorry. I'm just not in the mood for jokes right the fuck now.
it's just you promised I was gonna be him. And you wanted to
Oh,
give
yeah.
it to him.
Oh no! I did say you could eat him, and I say what remains of him goes to the Kraken. What remains?
I love that Reeve is more upset that he doesn't get to eat this fucking guy. Wow.
I did forget I did say that, but
That's actually the reason why he's crying as well too.
Cell just looks at me after what the fuck am I dealing with right now?
Right.
Because Valor's gonna be upset clearly over all of this regardless. The only moral compass Cell has at this point
so
is
I pick
goes,
up the orb.
what the fuck am I looking at?
I'm just going to say, is human flesh really that good? Because maybe I'll give it a try.
Take
Is that a tiefling?
Yes, the black hand is a tiefling.
Is he a black tiefling or is that what he's called?
Red.
I'm so sorry.
He's called Black Hand because arson.
I might try it, but it's
Sal literally whispers into Niapa's ear and just goes, "Tiefling tastes like pork," just a heads up.
Wait, hold up.
It's really
Anyway.
good when you just dip it in the ocean.
Anyway,
The best way to do it is just to have it in the water.
I put my hand over Valor's. I keep stern eye contact with him. Take the orb. Not in the mood for jokes today, at least.
Look, mate, I understand the stress of a vengeful person. Trust me, my captain was hard. My captain was a hard ass. Oh.
It's a Titans.
How many
stick
is
up his
going
ass
with
for
him?
sure.
Have it. Thing.
This motherfucker killed the crew I worked with for about 15 years.
I may not understand your pain, but I do understand your stress.
And I do not care if you understand. I really don't.
Out of character, was this before or Reeve?
Before you.
Okay, just double checking.
Yes.
I wanted to know if I needed that in my backstory or not on my character sheet. Alright, continue.
Just promise me one thing, Xavier. Don't let us suffer the same fate.
Yeah.
So that's fucking thing I'm gonna do.
Don't let us die. That doesn't depend on us. He
And
also
the
really
thing
wants
is, as he says, it's the last thing I'm going to allow to do. You do see that Xavier is like holding back tears.
Hey.
He's keeping straight. He's keeping a straight face, being aggressive and being like "fuck off, all you," but he's holding it.
Well, if that's the last thing that's gonna happen to you, then I promise to keep everyone safe as well.
Also,
Xavier
Sal, fuck
feels
off.
like a pair of arms.
Yeah.
Xavier
Oh,
feels
fuck
a
off.
pair of
I've been
arms.
sitting here the whole time.
Oh yeah, no, fuck telling me to fuck off back in the bathroom. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
I just go over to Sal and kiss him in the mouth.
Tell me to
Fuck you.
Whoa! Wait, what?
Stop the talking and eat properly.
Sipping
You
on
can
like a
have
whole
fight
bottle
later
of
on,
wine.
so be ready.
Just
Take
like,
this
fuck
serious.
you.
As the louder fuck you comes, I just go up to Sal, slap him in the back of the head, kiss him in the mouth, and just walk off.
Hey, hold up.
I mean, so that happened.
That
Sal's-
definitely happened.
Cell is culturally shocked on 3 fronts.
It's like that goddamn TikTok video of the two girls. One turns around, kisses the other one, and then just dances off screen. While the other one's sitting there, like, shocked, like...
I don't know if
Please
that
send
is
that TikTok
if
to me
that
if
is
you can
a
find that.
If I see it again, it's been a
So I'm
while.
gonna make dynamite.
Cell at this point just like literally like
Okay, well, I
Fucking
guess
hate you.
let's get
fucking hate you
everything
or hate you
ready
more.
So-
get everything ready and go Black Man.
As I'm walking off because it's early morning, I'm gonna make explosives if you want some.
God. Okay.
I'm good.
Um,
I kind of want to see what the shops are while we're waiting for Q.
so,
If you need some minor stability, you gotta at least ask nicely. As I walk over with
Well, if he's walking to Xavier's room with a bottle of wine, we all know what they're going to be doing later.
it's 2 bottles of wine now because I had to grab 2 extras.
One to drink, one for... I'm sorry.
No,
bad,
is-
bad Reeve.
One for
point
before,
is-
one for after.
No. At least the point is at this point is I was drunk last night. I'm trying to maintain that drunk throughout the rest of the day so that I'm not in serious pain all day, or at least through the
Okay.
fight.
Wouldn't you get disadvantages for being drunk in a battle?
Yo.
Yeah, but being hungover is way worse.
Anyways, let's
Worse. Blaze, I need to know this. What's worse, being hungover or drunk in a fight?
I guess you'll have to find out.
Damn.
Oh no.
I want to know what the disadvantage rolls are.
But,
Everyone wants to
so-
find out, but that's me.
so with that, the day is kind of yours to do with as you want. They have told you night. You do see that there is a large mechanical clock in the dining room and in the main foyer. It is ticking down the hours of a Vodari day. It starts. It just is a big old clock. But you notice that there's a placard by the one in the foyer with certain times on it. One is for basically what would account to 10 o'clock, one is for noon, one is for 2 o'clock, one is for 4, one is for 6, and one is for 10.
I would like to ask the owner of the establishment if there is a training yard I could go to in the hotel, or if there is a gym that I could go and up training in.
They said me busted it as an indoor gym.
You actually see the innkeeper just... We don't have anything of that nature here, but there are plenty spots in Gemnackle where you can train at martial or just train your body without getting in anyone's way. If you're looking for physical labor to do, go to any of the employment offices in town.
Is there an underground fighting ring?
No.
Why the fuck would a hotel person know that?
I would know.
I was going to say, first of all...
I said the hotel person.
I actually, I kind of like, I'm like, alright then.
If you asked either Cell or Xavier, they would tell you.
I
have-
decided to
you have
go
one.
with Xavier because Xavier is the bigger criminal of the criminals on board.
So I was
And
gonna
I
say
got-
the one not drunk.
I'm about to say the problem is Cell is criminal white.
You're criminal light. I'm mafia.
I knock on Xavier's door.
So Sal is there drinking wine. Yeah.
Honestly, I think so. To be honest, actually, I don't think that Cell would actually follow you to your room. Would realize that you're going to your room, walk back down to the bartender, and just like fucking drink the night away for at least a hot second until
The
Xavier
early morning
asks.
away.
Hey Xavier,
Yeah.
you wanna take note on some combat experience with this new equipment?
I mean, that would be. I would appreciate that. However, if you want to hit somebody with that, you gotta go with the rounds. They have a bare knuckle brawl range.
Well, that was the intention, and that's why I'm asking you.
Well,
And-
those lads are the ones helping us today.
What? You want to go and have a bare knuckle brawl?
Well, mate, I would, but I do need to make some pipe bombs, and that takes a while.
Should I take Reeve?
He'll probably eat someone's face off. Fuck it, the three of us will go.
Nyafta, what are your plans for the day?
My plans for today, I don't know. I will probably try and practice
was
my
actually-
arrow shooting because I really don't know what like a big fight is coming. I know for sure it's gonna be dangerous. This person I've killed plenty of people of the same crew before, and I'm trying to keep my cool and take it serious, but I'm pretty much shitting my pants right now.
Just
We wanted to help out.
But at this
yeah,
point, if you're not hanging out with Xavier or Reeve or Valor, you're hanging out with him.
I mean, not necessarily, but anyway. So Nyafta, there's a knock at your door.
knock on Yapta's door. Oh, Yapta, want to see big dudes beating the shit out of each other?
Sure, why not? Probably gives me some inspiration for later.
Yeah.
We're 3 people coming to cheat on the snake as he goes into a bare knuckle brawl.
Yay, violence!
Yeah.
Oh, as we go through the foyer, a cell. Want to see Val fuck up someone. Be fucked up or fuck up someone.
Yeah, Jeet or be cheated.
So, for half a second, your audio cut, and all I heard was Valor fuck.
No, I did say it. I phrased it wrong.
No, I think what he ended up saying is, do you want to see Valor fuck, be fucked, get fucked up, or fuck somebody up?
Honestly.
Cell?
Cell looks over at Xavier and goes,
Listen, our bets are like at least at 100 crowns on if you have 2 dicks or not.
Cell literally goes, fine, grabs one of the well bottles out from the bar back and starts walking with you guys.
Good. You were gonna make me kiss you again. You fuck.
The bartender watches you leave but doesn't say anything.
I just go, put it on the tab, and I name my room number.
I walk over and I'm like, that's my room too, motherfucker.
Yeah, right.
I slither
But you think
over.
Stellar started? That's the obvious reason.
Hey, let's not
So-
use the R
so-
word.
So, Vala. I know the perfect man for you to fight. All right, he's a fucking wimp. You can win. It's fucking perfect. So when you get in there, you're gonna talk all the shit about this dude named Ori. Okay?
You were asking me.
Still spits there, literally Cell's so drunk they just spit out whatever they were drinking immediately.
You were asking me to talk shit about this guy.
Absolutely.
Alright, fucking do it, mate. He's a wimp. You can take him. Oh my.
Does the Valor
Well,
know how to talk shit?
I do not.
Not gonna lie, you're kind of the goody two shoes of the group. Problem is that you don't even have one shoe.
Stella's so happy to try and teach shit talking right now.
The basis is shit talking. The basis is insult someone's mother. That's the base.
Wow. Yeah, you guys are over here trying to get Valor killed. What the fuck?
I
No,
don't
no,
want
no.
you to
They're over
get
here trying to get me killed. Just straight up going in and killing people. That's what I'm gonna end up doing. It's like someone's gonna insult
I don't think you understand who Artie is.
Do you know who Artie is?
Nope. He wasn't here last time.
Yeah, you're gonna
Not.
find out.
That's the best part.
He's the only one where it costs double, let's put it that way.
Okay.
Anyway,
I'll make something up on the fly. If I have to spit venom, I will.
Right.
so with all of you
I don't think you
heading...
understand. I don't think you understand. No, hold on. I don't think you understand. Like, you need to actually, like, talk shit about his mom.
So with that...
He loves his mother.
Oh boy.
With that, you guys are headed to the Battering Rams headquarters, and that is where we will cut it for this week.
No.
Yeah, But
Wait. That means that the next week we're going to have double fight.
yes, you're gonna have double fights.
Woo!
We have not had a battle in so fucking long. I'm crying.
I know. True
Quit
that.
being a whiner.
We had one recently.
Hold up. It was the.
We had the fish smack fight.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm going
But
to
that
try and
was
get
like
some
2
combat
sessions ago.
experience for this.
It was 3 weeks
tale of
ago.
mine.
By the way, if he didn't know who the people of the Battering Rams were, what do you think I was gonna fucking do? Of course I'm gonna throw him under the bus.
But anyway, so with all that being said, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you to those of you who followed the stream this session. For those of you who are listening in, wondering, what is that really cheerful sound? That's what it is. That is my notification that someone has followed and started to follow the stream and my Twitch channel, and I appreciate it. But this surgery has completed for the day, and so I would like to thank my fellow physicians in our efforts.
And the corpse cadaver, that'd be me.
But allow me to introduce everyone before we go. To my stage left, we have Emil playing Reeve, our Stormcloak Ranger Wave Dancer Siren.
I honestly thought Valor was gonna be the cadaver.
I mean, oh goodness, we get to fight! Yay! Violence! Yay!
I mean, we're gonna watch the snake get the shit bit out of him.
We have
Fucking shit!
Vex. We have Vex playing Valor Wakewalker, our Oath of Discovery Yuan T Paladin. So, we have Mr. Nicky playing Cell Bomba, our Tiefling Title Sorcerer.
Hope to God this doesn't conflict with what we're about to do later tonight.
We have short rests.
And we then have Mr. Whitehill playing Xavier, our Arcane Gunmaster Half-Drow.
Right, wait, this is gonna be fucking poggers.
Fucking poggers.
Yo,
Fucking
Poggers was canceled. It's what do we not cancel anymore? Is it Pog that we didn't cancel?
I don't know. But
Or
anyway.
Poggers?
And last but certainly not least is the lovely Laura playing Niafta, our Tiefling Lore Bard.
Yeah, I got to get those lyrics ready. So give me some blood. Give me some blood.
Like, during this fight, I expect you to be, like, taking notes on whatever insults come out and everything.
Yeah.
And I am Dr. John Wolfenstein, your Master of the Seas for this campaign, and we will see you next time in the Operate